Hello, everyone. This is Brother Benson Media. Today is a Tuesday, and I'm having my co-host, Mark Obura. Habari gani, brother?
Niko salama nashukuru. Wali
Uko.
gani?
Mimi niko mzuri, and leo nimeamua nikuite hapa ili tuongee kwa sababu kuna jambo ama tuseme kuna maneno ambayo inafanyika katika nchi yetu ambayo inafaa sisi tuongee, tujue hali vipi, yeah?
Yes.
Kwanza kabisa ningependa kukaribisha wale ambao wanatuona katika mtandao wa jamii and na wale labda wanatusikia pia tunawakaribisha wote. If maybe kama wewe ni mgeni katika, if you are new in this channel, you can subscribe, and as you watch also just remember to give us a like on, and maybe you can do a comment to us on what we are doing, where you think we can improve, or what you think we are not doing good, and we will appreciate each and every comment that is coming from our viewers. That is great. So Makobura, what is happening is this, yeah, we are almost a month old in the year 2024. So far so good. What is your take on the country in general?
Okay. So far, since we started the year, there hasn't been good news. We've been seeing very many things, which are among them are things that are not good. The other day, very young ladies were murdered in unclear clear circumstances, and as a country we are worried that the youths and the ladies, especially the young ladies, they are really going through a lot, and the government should take it as a responsibility to protect the youths. Again, there have been issues, the executive, the judiciary, they've been having issues whereby there's power angles, and the people of Kenya are not very happy with that, because the people of Kenya are simply waiting and looking forward to see the leaders deliver to the people the promises that they made to the people.
So far, if you can rate the year 2024 for the last 1 month, on your own opinion, do you feel or do you think that we are headed in the right direction as a country? Looking at the leadership, in terms of leadership, what government is doing, we are looking at the leadership of the opposition, and also we are just looking each and every sector in the country, be it judiciary, the presidency, the executive, the legislature, every sector of life, in the country in general. Do you see like we are headed in the right direction, or like we are not still in that path?
We are not, in my opinion, is that we are not really headed in the right direction. If you've seen, the issue of Airbnb is really trending, and that's a threat. The people of Kenya, the youths and the ladies are threatened, their lives are threatened. And again, when I'm supposed to rate the government of the Republic of Kenya, I don't see any good mark that we could give them, because the people of Kenya are really suffering. The cost of living is too high. Leadership, when it comes to leadership, there is no good shore of leadership. I don't really think we are headed in the right direction so far. And my message would be to urge the president and the leaders to come back to their senses and try do what is right.
Okay, thank you. I think it's almost like 2 days ago, there was this young boy from, I think he was from Migori County, who decided to take off. He decided to take off his life. giving reasons that he wanted to go to school, but their parents would not raise the money. So he saw it wise in his decision that he's not worth living. And the same time, I heard the president was saying like the head teachers should not increase the school fee. So I don't know what is happening. I don't know whether what the president was saying was true, because like he was saying there's a money that has been disbursed to um, major schools, yeah, that is going to cater for education for the kids and such like issues happening in our society. I don't know what you can say about that, the incident.
Okay, the people of Kenya, especially the young people, are really suffering. So many of them are depressed, and they have no other solution. Majority of them, they think that ending their life or taking their life is the only solution. I think the government should invest more on youths, and they should try to focus on the health, especially the mental health. They should try to put more emphasis on empowering the youths, so that the youths will not feel that they are neglected, or they don't feel that the government is not with them. So majority of them are really making worse decisions,
Mhm.
just because life is too hard for them and they
Yeah.
can't make ends meet. So it's upon the government to ensure that the promises that they made are really actualized in the ground. You see them talking about the disbursement that was given to the schools. I am sure that the principals or the teachers, they're not mad people, that when the money is taken to them, they would still give pressure to parents to pay the school fee. So it's upon the government to ensure that whatever promise they make to the people,
Mhm.
they try to follow up and ensure that it is actualized, so that they don't pressurize the teachers. So, because if they say the money is taken to the schools and then the teachers fails to get it, they have no option but to increase the school fee or to put more pressure on parents.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to bring you back to the time of the Uhuru administration, especially in the education sector. We started with Matiang'i. And when Matiang'i came to education sector, actually he reformed it from, and the systems that were there that Matiang'i put in place were really working. Then the late Professor Magoa took over from Matiang'i, and we saw how the entire education system, from the results uh, to the time when the students are reporting to school, yeah, it was something that was very organized. If you compare the Matiang'is and the late Magoas, and now with what Machogo is doing, what views are you getting, in terms of management of that docket?
In terms of management of the education sector in the Republic of Kenya, I think Uhuru did the best,
Mhm.
because he had raised the standard by ensuring that he gave chance to the likes of CS Magoa, CS Matiang'i. Actually, Matiang'i was the best.
Mhm.
Matiang'i really did a lot. He ensured that there was truth in the sector of examination. He ensured that when a student worked hard, he would get the real results.
Mhm.
Then Magua came in. Magua also did the best.
Mhm.
It's unfortunate that when Ruto got in, he nominated, or he gave that docket to someone who, in my opinion,
Mhm.
Machogu has not been, he doesn't really fit that position.
Mhm.
The truth of the matter is he lacks what it takes to run that docket. So there has been so many complaints.
Mhm.
Remember the last time students did the exams. Majority of them, majority of so many students and pupils, they've been complaining. It is because the docket is not really the person in charge is not really doing what is required of him. So His Excellency Ruto, I think he should reshuffle some of his CS, because in this docket it requires someone who is very competent, someone who is very focused, someone who is very up to the task.
Okay, so and there was this photo that was trending about, I don't know whether you saw it. There was this school kid who was carrying an umbrella, and Machogu was the minister. To you, what would you draw from that? Is it a good gesture, or it what can you draw from that when you saw the picture trending on the internet? A small kid doing that to Machogu. What would you say about that?
I think we can't really castigate the CS Machogu. I watched that clip, and I think that the kid was just disciplined. He saw a chance where the CS was being rained on, and he offered to go and help the CS by carrying the umbrella. And then there's there's an MP who was around who also came to assist. I think one of the bodyguards also came to assist, but the kid literally refused to leave the umbrella. When the CS noticed that the kid didn't want to leave, he told the people who are trying to tell the kid to go sit down that they should just leave the kid. The kid was his friend. I think the kid just wanted something small.
So let me ask you. That was a good gesture from the kid. Yes, I agree. But like in the all congregation or in all the gathering, it's only this kid who had the knowledge that okay, the CS is being rained on. And
yeah, I think maybe the bodyguards of the CS at some point they slept on the job, because they would have seen immediately that the CS needed some help. It's nice that the little boy saw the chance and he used it the right way.
Okay,
And
we
I'm
are
sure
waiting.
he was given something small.
Actually, okay, Marco Bura, we were supposed to be having a guest all the way from Kitui. We are just waiting for him on the studio. So if our guest will arrive, hopefully he's on the way. We usually do virtual interviews, so he's working on it. So he will be in the studio, so we will ask him some questions relating to the leadership. Actually, we were supposed to discuss the roles of the youth in politics and 2027 succession, especially in Kenya, which when you see like right now, there are several WhatsApp groups that has been formed for people who are planning to vie for 2027, giving goodies and what. So succession politics does not only mean the presidency; it means even to the area MCAs, the MPs, the senators, and everybody. That is what succession politics is all about. So he wanted to. He was supposed to be here to discuss with us about that. We are still waiting on him. So stay tuned as we wait for our guest. In the meantime, let me take this opportunity to thank the following: Judith Kawitha, thank you so much for joining. We have Brenda Obedi, thank you so much for joining. And we have June Adhiambo. Thank you so much for your support, and continue supporting us as we still wait for our guest. So, Makobura, I don't know whether you can kind of like have a brief thought on what was happening between the judiciary and the executive. What is your take on that?
In my opinion, I think the executive is stepping on the role of the judiciary. And that is uncalled for. The constitution is very clear. The constitution has laid down the roles, the roles of the executive, the roles of the judiciary. And it is wrong, because the president is trying to control the judiciary. The judiciary is an independent body that should be making decisions on its own. decisions which are also independent. For that reason, I think and I believe that the president is doing a wrong thing. It was also wrong for the CJ, that is the Chief Justice, to meet the president because that would mean that she's laying low. And that also means that the president is giving the president or trying to give this picture where the people of Kenya would see that the president is in control of the judiciary. That was uncalled for. Yeah.
Actually, for our viewers' information, tomorrow, hopefully, senior Wakili Willis, the advocate, will be here to at least try to look the legal perspective of it. And maybe if you have any question concerning anything about judiciary, matters to do with the law and legal, so just prepare yourself tomorrow. Hopefully, if Advocate Willis come to the show, just you will write them on the comment section, and I know and I believe he will be willing to give the legal view and what should be done in the country. So, as we still wait for our guest, the role of the youths, this is something that actually this channel, we've always tried to bring the youth so that we can know how important how great we are when it comes to our country, not only when we vie for, because like sometimes when we look at the roles of the youths, we only think of leadership, that how can we vie, but that one is good also, but also we can ask the youths, what other role can they play, in terms of environment conservation, in terms of awareness in our community, in terms of even like putting the leaders that we've elected into check and let them accountable for what they are doing. So when you want to look at the roles that of youths in Kenya, do you think the youths have done their due diligence to perform the roles that they should, or they've been laxity on their side?
First, I think I would like to say that the youths of the Republic of Kenya, they have not been empowered. There's this, the politicians keep on saying that, the youths have been empowered, they're not taking the opportunity. The truth of the matter is the youths of the Republic of Kenya, they are not empowered. And they're being used by politicians they're being used by politicians because these politicians, they got some interest which are not very much well known to the youths. The youths are the majority in the Republic of Kenya. They are around 70% of the population of the Republic of Kenya comprised of the youths. And that also tells you that the youths should be running the country. The youths, majority of the leaders of the Republic of Kenya, most of them should be youths because they are the majority. It is so unfortunate that when it comes to leadership, majority of people who are leaders currently are people who are not youths. They are majority of people who are very old. And the truth of the matter is, even when it comes to representation in the parliament and when it comes to talking about the issues affecting the people of youths, the leaders that we have, they cannot speak about important issues that are affecting the youths because they are not youths. They don't have experience of what this generation of youths are going through. It is also wrong for politicians to get into deals whereby getting into deals at the expenses of the lives of the youths. If you keenly look, the politicians of the Republic of Kenya, they get into deals whereby the money that they get from the government that they are supposed to use to empower the youths, they use this money to fund things which are very unnecessary. If you keenly look, for example, in Kisi, there has been wrangles between the governor and MP of Mugirango. Instead of the MP ensuring that he uses the money to empower the youths and to ensure that there's good development in his constituency, he uses the money to do things that are not really helping the youths. They also take that advantage to buy youths so that they give youth some little money so that the youth will go and make noise and chaos in places where they're not even needed. And the youth are really getting into such kind of things because they have no option. It is the only way they can survive.
Okay, we are seeing another one of our viewer again. Is called Judy Mustafa. Thank you so much. Is coming all the way from Depo. Do you know where Depo is, brother?
Not really. If you
Yeah.
let me know.
You need to travel, bwana. You need to travel. Ama wewe umekuwa tu hapo Nairobi bwana. Tembea Kenya. Kenya has very, very beautiful places. So you need to travel and at least visit Depo. So when we are through with the show, just talk to me very nicely. I will tell you where Depo is, and maybe you can you can take tour of Kenya. So you talked about the youth that are not empowered and everything, but now when you look at how like the politicians themselves usually take advantage of the youths, whereby what runs is all about money, yeah, and then there's also violence,
Yeah.
So and they know what they're doing. And for instance, you were here when during the time when we had the demonstration across the country, and there were a group of youths who invaded the Northland. Yeah, they play the farm for the late
His
president.
Excellency,
I mean, like
the former president.
the former president. I mean, not the late. Sorry about that. So how would you say that? How would you relate to that? Because like they know what they're doing is very wrong. Just because they've been paid, they're doing something that is not right. And you're saying they've not been empowered. So for sometimes that one might be empowerment to some politicians.
Not really.
Yeah.
Majority of the youths, most of them are not employed. That is the truth of the matter. Again, majority, you'll find that they are also having families. They are they're having a young family, whereby most of them have kids, wives. In this environment where there are no jobs, they have to try ensure that the basic needs are catered for in their family. Once they try to work their ways out, and then things are not working out, there are no jobs, there are no job opportunities. If you approach any youth that you're going to give them some money, they go, and then you try to even incite them and tell them that I'm giving you this money so that you go buy something, and again we are going to do this because that person or this particular leader is trying to if we looked into this issue, for example, the one that you've just talked about, the Northland.
The Northland, yes.
Yeah, the people who incited the youths to go and attack that farm, they told the youths very well that because the owner of the Northland is the reason why the youths are suffering. It is the reason why the youths are not having maybe places to stay. It is the reason why they don't have maybe houses in Nairobi, because they told them that those people have big land. So, a youth is someone that when you convince them, when you tell them that the suffering that they're suffering, it's because of this person or this person, then you accelerate their that that thinking by giving them something, some token. They will always give in, and they will always do whatever you've ordered them to do.
Okay, thank you so much. And by the way, our viewers, if any of you is interested in coming to the studio and being part of the show, you can let us know and share with you a link so you can come and at least contribute. So at least you can come and see us on the studio screen, so you know how it works. There's I know Akech Kennedy is saying, I know Depo Bwana. So Akech Kennedy, kindly liaise with Makobura so that you can tell him where the depot is and what takes place. That place is a very nice place. For your information, depot is a place for African spiritual nourishment. So if you want to enjoy the African native, yes.
Okay.
Have you heard of these churches called Roho?
Yeah.
Have you ever attended any of them, any of the services that they offer?
Roho Msalaba, Roho Fwenye, Roho what?
So when you talk of Roho Msalaba, then depot is like the cream of it. So
okay.
It's some maybe Judy Mustafa and Kennedy Akech will correct me if I'm wrong. It is in a place called Merunda. And Merunda is in Homa Bay County, if I'm not wrong. I told you, Makobura, you need to travel. Lazima utembee ujue nchi yako. Hakuna mtu atakuja kukuambia.
I was thinking Depo is in somewhere in South America.
No. Depo is in somewhere called Miruna in Homa Bay County, and it's a place we have the African spiritual nourishment. If you go there, you will not come the same. You know, you will get prayers. The blessing prayers, and so you should find a time and visit Depo. So Kennedy Akech and Judy Mustafa, please find a way of making Kevin Makubura to join Depo. For more information you can explain to him. So Makobura, I think we are almost winding up, because seemingly my guest is not coming on the show. I've been waiting for his communication. I don't know what is happening. Let me just check if no, he's not responding. Just sent him a text a few minutes ago and he's not responding. Now, we are not going to talk about it into details, but is something in the domain about this succession politics, and we are seeing it in Mount Kenya. It also might be in the Luo nation, but it might be it's not very much active right now, but it's maybe something that is still building up. In every corner of the country, there is succession politics about new people coming into power, and like majority of young people have formed WhatsApp group and support. They are airing out their policies, what they want to do for the constituents. For your view, do you think it's still too early, or it is okay for them to start doing that? Mapema and your best, as we say. Remember,
it is wrong for any politician or any individual who has political interest to start politicking in this time. We just had elections the other 1 year and some 2 or 3 months. This is the time for the people who are elected to ensure that they have actualized, or they have and they should now ensure that the promises they give the people of Kenya are well articulated, that they should also take this opportunity to ensure that they better the lives of the people of Kenya in whatever capacity. It is wrong for politicians, especially the young ones, to start ganging up and start talking about 2027. 2027 is still 4 years or 3 and many months away from us. So it is wrong. In my opinion, I would like to tell anybody or any politician that they should use this time to work for the people who elected them. And any politician who is doing politics at this time, that is a politician who doesn't respect the people. That's a politician who doesn't respect the constitution, because the constitution is very clear. The constitution actually allows that campaigns should be started a year to general election. So I think the relevant bodies should also take charge and ensure that anybody politicking or talking about 2027 should be taken to court, and they should be told that it is wrong. Because whenever politics or campaigning mode, whenever they start campaigning, everything will stall. There's no development that the people will get. The people of Kenya are really suffering. The cost of living is too high. The member of parliament should be ensuring that they make legislation, bills which are going to ensure that the taxes, the lives, and the cost of living is reduced. It is wrong for them, especially I've seen it. It is mostly by the members of parliament, that the people who are talking about 2027 politics. It is wrong, and I condemn that.
Okay. Kennedy Akech is saying, Kevin, come behind the tent after the show, please. It is the cream of Musanda Holy Ghost Church. So that's something that maybe you need to mwanane nyuma ya tent.
Maybe you should give him a link. He also joined the.
You can share can you share the link? Let me see if I can share the link. If he wants to join, right?
Yeah. You can post anybody who wants to join, so that they give some of the comments on what they think. We give them a chance to be part and parcel of Brother Benson Media.
Let me see.
BBM.
Can you share it from your other, or on your end? Can you?
Okay, I think I can. Let me
Go to
share the link.
Invite, then just put it on the comment section, so that if anybody is willing to get come in, we have Kennedy Akech. So you can give Makobura full details of. Okay, there is the link. So if you tap on that link, it will direct you to the studio. So then you will be part of the show. So Makobura, I think also we are just about to wind up, because seemingly our guest is not, I don't think is coming because he's not responding to me. Maybe something is wrong. I don't know. I will reach out to him and see what is happening. But this is just a reminder. Tomorrow, hopefully, we will be having Wakili here with us. So if you have anything to do with the legal issue that you need to get an answer, please just write it down on your paper. And once we go live, let's share them with Wakili. Hopefully he will be here so we can get real answers from legal perspective. Yeah, so just bear that in mind, that we will be doing that. So Makobura,
yes,
I say that we are almost winding up. There's this issue about Azimio. There's a speculation that there's a crack within Azimio, and I don't know whether you've heard those stories. Actually, if you look at the cartoon, I think it is on the Nation media, Nation dailies. If there is a cartoon there that there's a rock, a big rock, and the Azimio car is on top, yeah, and the wheels are not there, then the Right Honorable Prime Minister is somewhere down there. So then there's a cracks within Azimio. What is your take on that?
Okay, suppose there is a crack within Azimio.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I would say it's a normal thing. Suppose there is,
Mm-hmm.
it is a normal thing because Azimio was a bus or a vehicle that was used to ferry people from 2017 to 2022.
Mm-hmm.
When they reached the destination, that was 2022.
Mm-hmm.
It's obvious that some passengers will alight. It is a
Mm-hmm.
normal thing. If suppose one or two or many political parties are leaving Azimio, it is a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
It should not come as a surprise. Any vehicle or political party that is used, remember there is always interest that is bringing the people together. Once that interest is not pursued, or once they've not gotten the interest,
Mm-hmm.
it's obvious that people will have different divergent opinion.
Yeah.
So, and some of them will chat their way. It is normal. So far, from the remarks of the mere principles, I remember Raila talked about, His Excellency Raila talked about the same.
Mm-hmm.
And he clearly said that there are no cracks in Azimio.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember today, was it today or yesterday? I watched it. I watched. I watched his clip when he was in at the coast, and I saw him saying that His Excellency, the former deputy president Kalonzo, vice president, I mean, I also said that Martha Karoa
Mm-hmm.
and all the principals had sent greetings to the people of Coast. And
Okay.
again, yesterday, was it yesterday or today? Yeah, yesterday or today, I'm not so sure.
Mm-hmm.
There was a meeting between Eugene, that is the
Mm-hmm.
DAP party leader, Wajakoya was there, and Kioni was also there. They also stated clearly that there are no cracks in Azimio. I remember the other day, that was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Kalonzo Musyoka and his team, they also said that there are no cracks. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I remember them saying that they agreed as a political party that all the political parties that are forming as a new that the individual parties would go back to the ground to try popularize their parties. That is what ODM is doing. That is what Wiper is doing. That is what DAPK is doing. That is what Jubilee. Yeah. So, but there could be because when you read the Nation
Mm-hmm.
news, they were also saying that the cracks, some of the key allies of His Excellency Raila Odinga were leaving, the likes of Junet. We haven't so far gotten information coming from Junet,
Mm-hmm.
but His Excellency Raila said that Junet Junet is still in ODM and is so far is not planning to exit.
On the issue of Junet, I don't think that Junet is one person. Like, you never know politics, but Junet has been with Baba for the longest time. He has played a crucial role, especially when it comes to Baba's campaign. Yeah, and I know something that also might make people to feel like, because like there's been accusations on Junet Mohammed, especially when it comes to the outcome of the presidential election results. Yeah. But those ones just like speculation. Of all the people that are in ODM, I don't think like Junet can be one person who might leave. Baba, especially Junet is very loyal to me. I think those are just like politics to keep people busy, to find something to talk about. But I don't think like Junet is one person who can decide to leave ODM. Yeah. So
We can't really say. There's, politics is a game of interest.
where will he go? Go
There's
to
so many. He
ataenda
can go to
UDA.
UDA. Of course, there's that possibility. Remember, if his interests are
uh,
well taken care of, there's a
uh,
possibility. Yeah.
uh,
So politics, people make decisions depending on uh, whether their interests are going to be respected, whether their interests are going to be catered for. So
yeah.
in
Okay.
politics, you can't really talk about loyalty, because if you were supposed to talk about loyalty,
Mm.
the other day you saw the senator of Kakamega, Boni Halwale,
Boni Alole, the bullfighter.
meeting the former governor.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, the former governor is the deputy party leader of ODM, and
Mm-hmm.
remember, Kalwale is in UDA.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a press and they clearly said that they were going to work together in the coming general election. That clearly tells you that when your interests are catered for, anything is possible.
What about if deputy the former governor, His Excellency of Paranya, is
Yeah.
towards moving to UDA? That also is interest. So it's not necessarily that Boni Alole has to come to ODM.
Yeah, that is why I'm saying
Yeah.
anybody can move to any political party depending on what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and what they believe in.
Okay, Makobura. I think we've done our best today because like we were supposed to be having guests from all the way from Kitui. Unfortunately, he was not able to make it. So this week we have Wakili will be coming tomorrow. Let's hope for the best so that Wakili shows up and we can ask him all the legal perspective. Any question that you have pertaining legal matters, especially in Kenya. Yeah, so just write it down. Maybe tomorrow we are not going to have interview. Tomorrow is going to be we call it AQ. You know AQ,
Yeah,
or is it QA? Yeah, QA, questions and answers. So
yeah,
from
it's true that tomorrow we're having one of the best lawyers in the Republic of Kenya,
yeah, so
Piki Ponki.
yeah, so
So
yes,
you can tell a friend to tell a friend.
yeah.
This is the channel.
Mhm.
We will always ensure that your questions are answered, and we will always ensure that your voice is heard.
Okay, then on Thursday, we will be very lucky again. We will be having a young leader all the way from Mount Kenya Nation, especially Nyeri County. Yeah, these are young leaders who are making impact. She's very bright and intelligent young girl who is is very tough on the leadership and the sort of like view that what they are seeing things in very different perspective. In terms of leadership of the country, her leadership goes beyond Mount Kenya region and focuses on the national leadership. So don't forget also on Thursday. So support us. So support this channel. We will bring in the youths. The main agenda for this channel is to hear from youths because like the youths are the shapers of the country. Yeah. If we have youths who are very focused, and we will change this country and we will have a new dawn of leadership who cares about the interest of the country, not their interest. That is what I would say. Don't even forget, after that, we will also be having, again, that is next week, we will be having another great show, especially with the leaders. And this, we will be talking about social media things to do with the social media, especially based on what has really, really happened, especially to our young ladies, and we will be having a guest that will talk to us about it. Then again, we will have about gender violence, and we will also be having another good lady who understands the gender violence. So we are here to learn. So just get prepared. If you're there, still watching, just go and hit the like or comment something on this show. It will be great. So just go to our YouTube channel where you're watching us from, hit the like button. After doing that, if you have friends, just make sure you invite friends to give us subscription, because through subscription we will reach um larger audience, and that is what we are trying to do. So let us grow together as a nation, let us grow together as a community, let us also grow together as Brother Benson media supporters. Makobura, thank you so much for your time, and maybe if you want have one or two before we wind up.
My last comments, I think it goes. It's to the leadership of the Republic of Kenya,
Mhm,
especially the young leaders.
mhm,
We've seen the likes of Member of Parliament of Kiharu,
mhm,
Ndindi Nyoro.
mhm,
We've seen that he wants to be the president or the deputy president in 2022. It's a good thing. It's good to have dreams. It's good to work towards your dream.
mhm,
But I want to urge them to take this opportunity to ensure that they work for the people. They take this opportunity to ensure that they change the lives of the people of Kenya. They change the lives of the youths because they are represented. They are representing the youths. They are youths. They somehow understand the difficult life that the youths are going through.
mhm,
So mine is just to urge them to wake up and focus on delivering for the people of Kenya and working to ensure that we eradicate the negative things that are really affecting the people of Kenya, like the high cost of living, uh,
mhm,
the high level of immorality, and
mhm.
the killings which are happening each and every day. I think that would be a nice thing if they give an ear to it.
Okay, Makobura, thank you so much. And once again, I want to take this opportunity to thank all um, viewers for your time and for supporting this channel. So let's meet here tomorrow, same time, same day, same place, with me, your co-host, or with me, your host, Brother Benson, and my co-host, Mark Obura. Thank you so much, and may God bless you, and may you have a good night wherever you are. Thank you.
Thank you.